disqualification, and they told me that you are not eligible because you owe over $127,000 for an incarceration fee.
This is a story out of Florida that I just could not believe. And I don't hate Florida, but I certainly hate a lot of things that Florida's government does.
Our main story tonight involves a common saying: you do the crime, you do the time.
But when people are released from prison, it marks the start of new hardships impacting local families and communities.
And new tonight, I-Team investigator Kylie McGivern digs into a Florida law many don't even know about. It's called pay to stay, charging inmates like Shelby Hoffman for their prison sentence, even if they're released early and regardless of their ability to pay.
So just, I'm going to stop that one right there. Does that make any sense to anyone, any human being on the face of the planet, aside from the people that are making these dumbass laws? Like, you're going to charge someone, you're going to imprison them, and then you're going to charge someone like it's a hotel stay. Like, I don't understand that. And then expect for them to come out of prison. Normally the problem that you hear about is people come out of prison and they don't have, like, you know, anything. Like, they don't have any money, they don't have a place to stay, they might not have any people that they can contact. So, you know, that's what leads to the recidivism, right? Because they're just going to go back to old ways, or they need to find creative new ways in order to make money. So, yeah, but it's like, to get out of prison or jail or whatever. And then I'm going to let her explain it, because the amount is staggering.
I work 12-hour shifts, so they're 7 to 7.
Hoffman is part of TGH Crystal River's clinical staff.
Working.
The field has always been, you know, of great interest to me.
She's worked to get to where she's at, but once more, she's on track to earn her bachelor's degree this year.
My desirable goal is to work in case management. You know, as somebody who is in recovery, doing case management is my way of being a part of the solution. And now, you know, where I'm at today, I am truly being stopped by one single barrier, and it is a dollar sign.
The state of Florida.
Okay, so it's about to get to the dollar sign, but I mean, does this person, just from what you see, and I understand that people can clean up very well and kind of sweep some things under the rug, but does this person, just based off of what you would imagine a criminal or someone that was probably destined to go back into, you know, a life of crime, is this what they look like? Or does she look like she's trying to hold down an apartment and a job and just trying to function in this world that we live in? Listen to this amount.
That had what is called an exemption from disqualification, and they told me that you are not eligible because you owe over $127,000 for an incarceration fee.
$127,000. That's how much it costs in Florida to be incarcerated. That's the charge that you, the person being incarcerated, are going to pay. Like, good fucking night. Like, you might as well just put a bullet in the person and just put them in the dirt. Like, I don't understand how you expect someone to bounce back or lace up their bootstraps or whatever dumbass saying people like to use for situations like this. You know, she's paid her debt to society. When the judge was like, hey, you go to prison, it wasn't you go to prison. It was like fine print shit, like the law that nobody knows about. Not even the person that's serving time. They don't know that they're accruing this charge while they're serving time, and you call them the criminals? Come on.
From the state of Florida.
What was your reaction?
I cried. I was hysterically crying. I literally felt like my entire past just punched me in the face.
Bawl my eyes out.
I mean, my parents split up, so it caused, a lot of dysfunction, a lot of misdirection in the household. So I found a boyfriend that unfortunately got me hooked on opiates, snorting them, smoking them, and then eventually, I started.
All right, so listen, obviously, people can make choices to do different things, make different decisions in life. But if you take a child, you put them into a home where it's like they're not given the opportunities to move forward. Yes, that child can try and bust their ass and make their way, but they might not know the path to do that because they are a fucking child. You hear me? So it's like, yeah, it seems like the easy choice for her to just get a boyfriend who's going to be some scumbag that preys on like younger girls and like gets her on drugs and whatever and gets her pregnant. Yeah, this is a pattern. We are seeing a pattern. And as a society, we could do things to disrupt that pattern, but we don't. What do? Once they hit the bottom of the barrel, they get thrown in jail, and now we're going to charge them $120,000 because that shit makes sense.
Shooting them.
And this was all while you were a teenager?
Yes.
Teenager.
After turning 18, Hoffman was charged with a third-degree felony.
I had pawned something that, was stolen.
Then a burglary charge.
Both of those charges are drug influenced. Ever since, 10 years ago, I've never caught another charge. I told him, I said, listen, Your Honor, you keep putting me on the streets, I'm going to die. Like, I need help.
Hoffman was sentenced to the Phoenix.
If you keep putting me on the streets, Your Honor, I'm going to die. Like, what more do you need? I mean, this person needed help like decades before this. And yeah, it's just a sad story. And I'm going to leave it there because I don't want this video to be super long. I just wanted to kind of share this and just let you know that this is a thing that fucking happens in this country. And it's so bizarre. Anyway, like the video, subscribe, and do all that stuff. Follow me on some other places. These are all some other channels that I have. And I have some juicy merch. So definitely look at the store and pick that up. I'll put the link in the description. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. Thank you. Y'all have a good one.